Welcome to Packmates, a podcast about Magic the Gathering Limited, where we focus on the current limited formats. Packmates are a group of friendly card sharks that love going to F&M, drafting, and hanging out. I'm Ryan, your aggro expert.
I'm Roby, the resident Dirtle expert.
I'm Andrew, the O2 drop expert.
And
one drop.
Oh, yeah. One drop. Yes.
That's hilarious. Yeah. And
we are the
Packmates.
Packmates. That was a very good one.
That
guys.
was
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
This
Guys
week we're going to
bonded
talk
together.
about. This week we're going to talk about our first F&M draft, and then we made like an achievement sheet that we're going to talk about.
And then maybe just a little bit of format stuff too.
Yeah, little thoughts and feelings.
Just feelings.
touchy-feely.
Getting
Early hot
into our
takes.
feelings.
Early hot takes.
Some very pre-judgy things that we have to say.
Yeah.
Opinionated with no data.
No data on this. I've looked at the data a little.
I've looked at a little. I've played some, but like
Yeah.
no real data.
Except for the data that's out there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not enough.
It really isn't. Yeah.
I guess I'll start us off since I didn't owe one drop.
That's the only criteria.
Yeah, I mean it could be either of us.
yeah. I think you did better than
Okay,
me.
yeah, I think so too. But you did beat Andrew.
Best
one
scores.
last week.
Technically. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I went grocery shopping.
Did you really? Time well spent.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I had a very mediocre but consistent Azorius deck.
Ah,
I had only 6 cards that costed 2 or less. That was the downfall or the weak side of the deck. I had a ton of 3 drops, and there was a bunch of duplicates there. Like I had 2 of the Kingfishers. That's the 2/1 bird that when it dies, draw a card.
mm-hmm.
Those just win me the game sometimes. Like they're just 2/1 flyers, and they just end the game because they can never deal with it. I had 2 Aowyns. That's the 2/4 that gives first striker vigilance. Those cards are just houses and almost impossible to attack into.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 of the errant riders of Gondor, which are just super good. 3/2 that you draw a card, right?
Yep.
And I almost was always drawing a card because I just had a bunch of legendaries. I never looted with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I tried to lean into the Ring Timchu, but I didn't lean into it hard enough, and that's where I lost. I think in this set, the guy that's drawing and discarding every turn is almost never going to lose to the guy that's not.
Yep.
yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so sometimes that was me, and sometimes it wasn't. And when it wasn't, I was losing.
Yeah.
I ended up 2-1. I lost to like a pretty sick Ring Timchu, almost always at 4 type
Jeez.
black blue deck. It was pretty sick. I think my lessons I learned from this deck were like, just if a card is okay, but it also says a Ring Timchu, it's worth putting in. But you also need a certain amount of bodies, because if the Ring Timchu and you're not capitalizing off of it, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So my initial theory is 8 or so Ring Timchu cards with 16 or so bodies. So obviously some of your bodies also need to tempt you.
Mm-hmm.
And then some removal. Like 8 would be ideal, but 6 would be fine. If you get to 2, you're fine. Right? Like you just got to get to 2.
Yeah.
I did play the Blink, the Ring Timchu.
Yeah.
I think that was good. Like I didn't have a ton of good targets to Blink, but it was fine.
So it was just kind of like a save my guy kind of spell.
I
really
actually
value?
never used it to save my guy, but that's
Oh.
why I was in there. I did use it for value and just to get the Ring Timchu. I had a couple
Okay.
when you draw your second card ability, so I would often use that to get the ring to 2 so I can start
Oh, very
triggering
nice.
those.
Yeah.
Like I had the stalwarts or whatever, the 4/3, the Ring Timchu, and then when you draw your second card, it gets a counter.
That guy's so good.
Yeah, he's really good. I had one
The
of those.
5-mana guy, the 5-mana white guy.
Yeah, that
I
guy's
think
really
he's
strong.
actually good.
And
Yeah.
then I had the 2/2 for 2. That's a white and a blue. That when you draw your second card, you make a 1/1,
Oh,
and that was really good.
that seems good.
Yeah. The card that I really liked and that I'm just super hot on right now is Now for Wrath, Now for Ruin. Put a 1/1 counter on all your creatures. They gain vigilance till end of
Oh,
turn.
yeah.
The Ring
Oh,
Timchu.
Dang, that was going to be my sleeper.
No.
That was my secret
I know,
sleeper.
I
It's a
know.
good card. It's a very good card.
It's very good.
Yeah.
The way I play with 16 creatures in my deck.
Yeah. Especially if you like to go wide, but you're making all these tokens like incidentally throughout the game.
Yeah.
It's a very, very strong card.
I mean, there's often times, I did it several times today where I put 2 or 3 counters on, the ring tempted me, and I just was able to start looting. And
Yeah.
I just got in like 8 damage, right? Like,
Yeah.
it was just super good. Bill the pony was super good too. 1/4 that sacks of food. That card was good. But I think like you're just supposed to play cards that are good. I think there's too much removal running out there to really rely on synergy.
So, yeah.
Because there's too many weak spots in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the deck was fun. It was good. I mean, had flyers, drew a bunch of cards. Like,
Right.
I don't know, went 2-1.
Yep. Yep.
Lost to the guy that won it all in some very close games. So.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not close game. But,
Yep.
Yep. So I guess I'm up next. Yeah, I got mega wrecked this week. So I played like a 5-color pile. Like I was base black. Okay. Base black 5-color pile. I basically had 2 rares. My 2 rares were Shalab, the big dumb spider. I didn't see once tonight. I genuinely didn't see it once. That's not true. I saw it one time.
I never saw my rare either. The one that takes the dude, the 3/3.
Yeah.
Mm.
I did see him once. But I was like dead on board. And I was like, I drew my Shalab and I was like, oh yes, finally I can block this flyer. And I realized that Shalab is the only spider ever that doesn't have reach.
The 1/1 Death
Yeah.
Catcher
Which
also
is
doesn't. And
They don't.
stupid.
Yeah, they don't
So
have reach in this
dumb.
set.
spiders have reach.
Yeah.
And all tree folk should have reach.
I got
No, they don't.
I got
No, they
into
don't.
like a 15-minute debate with one of the Lord of the Rings heads there. Who was like, Shalab is a cave spider. He doesn't climb trees. And I was like, just because a spider doesn't climb trees doesn't mean that it can't kill flyers. Like, what is the number one thing with flying? A bird, right?
Yeah.
You know, bird-eating tarantulas, they just live in holes. like that's basically a cave.
And I'm pretty
like-
pretty sure he'd be feasting on bats, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
bats
yeah.
have fly. Well, how come I can't block a bat with my big spider? Yeah, I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
So my deck was just full of egregious non-synergy. The other big giant nombo that I ended up having was my other rare, the spirit guy. I forget what it's called. Let me find it. King of the Oathbreakers. The 2 white-black flying whenever it becomes the target of it or another spirit becomes the target of a spell, it phases out. Whenever the King of Oathbreakers or another spirit you control phases in, create a tapped 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying.
I have a question with that card.
Yep.
I played it online. Okay.
Yep.
I was playing on Arena.
Mhm.
Someone played a mass 2, and then it deals damage to target creature. That did not cause it to phase out. It killed it.
Yes.
Why?
Because it doesn't target it.
But it says it deals its damage to. It says then name of spell deals damage to target creature. It says
So-
target on the spell.
So the thing is, and this happened to me too.
Okay.
Not specifically that card, but that card is just, it amasses first. So that's the spell. It's like an ability of a spell.
That's
that
so
it targets, which is super dumb
Wow.
and weird. Yeah, that's what happened to me with the 2-mana guy or 3-mana guy that you sacrifice a token and then you exile a target creature an opponent controls. Yeah, that got him immediately.
well, that makes
makes
sense.
more sense, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that card's stupid. The amass one, whatever.
Yeah, it was just so confused me, and I guess it's just because the way it worded. I was like, "Oh, well, he's just gonna phase my dude out. I'm gonna get a spirit." Sure. Obviously, that didn't happen. I was like, "What?"
So I had a situation where I had that on the battlefield, and my opponent had a 3/3 flyer, and I had a combat trick to make it so my guy could survive, but I could never cast it on my guy because it would just phase him out. And I was just like, my deck is so bad. It was so clunky.
That's hilarious.
It was so egregiously clunky.
Oh
like
my gosh.
everything felt bad. Nothing worked together at all.
Was the combat trick you had in your hand the best combat trick in this format?
Yes, it was. It was so good, genuinely.
And that is what?
Shalom. I don't remember. Let me find it. My bad.
You're good.
Should just have it out.
best
Shalom's
card in your deck.
ambush. Target creature gets +1/+2, gains death touch until end of turn, and I get a food token.
Yeah, that card has been blowing me out online.
Doesn't work with King of the Oathbreaker.
It sure doesn't.
So,
Sure doesn't. Unless you want a 1/1 spirit.
a tapped 1/1 spirit, right?
Yeah.
Which is
on your next turn.
Yeah, which is terrible. And it doesn't even like have haste.
Right.
It like comes in tapped. Yeah, it's so bad. King of the Oathbreakers was not working.
Hit me with the big lesson you learned from tonight.
I don't know. I don't
Nothing.
know.
I just might.
I learned my cards didn't work together. Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't really I think my deck could have worked had I had like either more rares or removal. Like if I had like actual payoffs and ways to win the game, I think I probably could have got there. And the other thing I learned was just like playing an O3 wasn't like good enough to like blank, especially like the black deck. Like I blanked a lot of like the white deck, white blue, but then once I started playing flyers, I was screwed.
Yeah.
And then I think I was like hedging too much against Boros, which no one played.
Yeah, it is sick. Like Boros is sick, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that.
You don't have to know. It's okay.
I don't know.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
Yeah, I don't agree about like you just need a billion bodies. I think you do, but like I don't think you want just random like 2/2s for 2.
I think they're fine.
I think they're pretty good. Yeah, I think they're pretty good.
Yeah,
everyone's trying to do like
that.
everyone's trying to do like just stupid stuff right now,
Yeah,
and it's just
get
like
'em.
like the 2/2 that deals 1 to everything is like so good. It deals 1 whenever something blocks it.
Yeah.
Like,
Solid
whatever.
ring bearer too.
Yeah.
Solid ring bearer.
And then the 1/1 menace, the 1/1 white dude, and now you guys are telling me the 1/1 black dude is good.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I don't agree.
That's
I think you need every single card in your deck to be like a 2-for-1.
no,
Oh,
that's out. You're thinking of Midnight Hunt.
No,
this ain't
that's
that-
what I
You're
think.
thinking
This
of
ain't that
Midnight
kind of
Hunt.
set, playa.
Every card in your deck that says the ring Timshu makes all of your dudes that can attack super good.
Yeah, no.
Whenever you play your random 1/1 scry one and your opponent just plays like the Rally of Hornburg and just like sends a billion guys in and with like double strike. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you,
like I don't know.
you block one, play legendary, bring it back, scry again, and you're way ahead now.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
like those decks you can grind out, and then the normal decks you just outpace. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think once you get a couple wins on Arena, you're just, I don't know, you're just selling yourself short if you don't have enough bodies. Like, once you have a few wins on Arena, everyone's gonna have like 5 or 6 pieces of removal.
Yep.
And if the ring's tempting you a few times and you can't swing with your ring bearer, like you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
And the only way you're gonna be able to swing with your ring bearer is if you have dudes.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I built this week. I went Rakdos. I thought it was pretty good. It was a pretty decent deck. I thought the build was all right.
It was objectively worse than my deck.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, unless you count
just
mulligans and crap like that.
the record. Just the record. Just the record speaks for
The
itself.
record. Sure. I played the Roram Lancer. I thought that guy was pretty good. Like he's a 1/1 for 1 menace.
Yeah.
And then when he dies, you just ring temps you. Like the guy is just good. You go 1 drop into him, into your ring bearer on turn 2, and just like keep swinging this guy until he dies and they tempt him.
Yeah.
Or then you tempt the guy who you played before. It was just my problem was I didn't have any good like 2-drop follow-ups.
Yeah.
Or I needed a little bit more. My deck was a little heavy in the 4s, and I kind of knew that as I was kind of constructing. I said, ooh, there's a lot of 4s in this deck. And I knew I was in trouble then. But I picked up a couple of removal spells. I picked up 2 of the Smite the Deathless. Good removal, just solid.
Yeah, that card's good.
Yeah, that card's good. I got 1 Lash of Balrog. There really wasn't a lot of black removal on the table.
I was looking for it.
Yeah, Roby was to my right, and so he was passing to me. So I knew he would be cutting me off of anything there. So I thought about getting it on the other side, but I just don't think it was there.
It wasn't like just wasn't enough.
Yeah, and that happens occasionally. So I picked up an improvised club, to try to kind of smooth out the removal, but it ended up being this really kind of slick, like a mass deck. I got both of the signposts, which are really strong.
Yeah.
And so I had just that with a little bit of ring temp shoe. My games were all right. The first one, my opponent ended up getting a ring. I had a really good start, 1-drop, 2-drop. Oh, no, actually 1-drop. Yeah, this is where my problem was. I didn't have a good 2-drop follow up for it, and so I was just attacking with the 1/1 Lancer.
Yeah.
And then on 3, I finally drew like something to pair with it, and it was the 1/1 Scryer, which was pretty decent. Like I get to scry my draw and just kind of figure out how I'm gonna plan. but it would have been better if I could have got that guy on 2
Yeah.
and then just start swinging with this guy wildly until like I could put the ring onto my other guy, my scryer. But it was the scryer being the Haunt of the Dead Marshes. It's a 1/1 for black. Haunt of the Dead Marshes enters the battlefield, scry 1, and then return this creature to the battlefield for 2 in a black. And then if this is kind of cool, you can return it at any time, and so it's like an instant speed kind of thing. So it's kind of nice. I was able. Then it comes in tapped, but it's nice to just do it on like anytime you can kind of do it, which is really good. Most of the other ones kind of have some sort of sorcery restriction or something like that. But I thought the deck was all right, and then I mulliganed to 5 the other game, and it's just like I'm not going to win this game. Like there's no way to win on a mulligan to 5 in this set. It's just like you might as well just pack it up. Just say, all right, let's go to either game 3 or like hopefully they just had all lands or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty miserable at that point.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it's rough. I've seen a lot of non-games online too, where it's like one person doesn't get their colors or doesn't get their lands.
It feels a lot like Brothers War. I know you were saying that earlier. Like it kind of does feel like that.
It's like if your deck is not extremely consistent, you're not going to trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we all in agreement that Rakdos is the best deck?
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well,
we aren't.
I think it is.
I don't.
I
it
think
was
it's-
Rakdos, Boros, Orzhov.
I could see that.
I think there's untapped potential.
Sure.
I'm convinced that the best color pairs are like the Grixis color pairs.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
basically what I said, but I threw Boros in there. I guess I threw Orzhov in there too.
Yeah, you threw white in there, which I think is like 80% a trap.
I mean, I think like you should always be like ideally when you start the draft, you should say I want to be in red or I want to be in black, and then if you got to follow that up with another color, like it's okay to follow up with blue.
It's never okay
But
to.
it's never green. Yes.
It's never green. Never green.
I agree. It's never green. Don't do the elf thing. It's terrible. I was wrong for 2 weeks. There's not enough there. Don't ever do it. I
The
did
blue
it.
green one?
So you don't have to. Yes. Don't.
Oh,
do
wow.
It. You're welcome.
Jeez.
Don't waste your gems. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. The only way, this is mad scientist, the only way you can do it is with the 2/1 unblockable guys. That's it. That's the payoff. That's the payoff. You have to beat them fast, and you can't do it. I'm telling you, you can't do it.
Yeah, the ones that I saw that were trophying online, I mean, they had like 2 of the best things, like 2 of the signpost guy.
Yeah.
And then they also had like the rare that does something, it was very set up
It has
there.
to be force fed to you. Yes.
Yeah, like I think there was a line probably in our draft maybe for that, but I didn't see it. I just didn't see it. I opened up one of the rares for that, but I didn't see any of the signposts for there.
Yeah. It's been wide open a few times for me online. I'm like, I'll try it again. And it just doesn't.
Dang, it just burns you every time.
What's the best signpost on common?
It's got to be the green black one, right?
Green black one's pretty darn good.
The one that the XX for the lands.
Which one?
What's his name?
I don't think so.
4 mana XX, and when he attacks,
no,
you
you're
can sack a
wrong.
dude to give -2/-2 or an
Did
artifact.
you just say what color that was, Ryan?
Green black.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I mean, the black white one that makes 2 spirits is absurd.
Oh, that's probably like second best, I think.
I would say probably the black or not the blue red one.
Yeah, that's
that
where
deals
I'm at.
X damage.
That's where I'm at.
It's 2 build around.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of what that deck does, though,
And it
right?
gets
I
blanked
think-
by a lot of things. I'm blinking my guy. I'm giving him hexproof. Like it's not worth it.
I mean that's like every removal spell, though. So
yeah, but
I
that's like
think-
that's like a removal plus a win con, right? Like
you
Once
don't
you
have to build it as your win con. It's like a nice bonus.
I think you built it as your win.
Okay,
con.
that's a little too much.
right. Once you see someone in blue red, you just have like one blink and you just save it the entire game and then you win.
Well, you see it, you game 2, I guess.
Well,
right?
like I think whenever it's like properly built, I think you're gonna like have ways to get it back. Like a bunch of
Sure.
ways. You're gonna have like the 3 mana one that puts on top.
Yeah.
I could see that.
And I think it's going to be like super consistent. I think you need at least like 2 of them. Cause like, I think if you can get like 2 of them, I think it could be real stupid.
I don't think that red blue is going to be consistent because the cards that it needs to succeed
Or
are
in
highly
comments.
contested
Yeah.
by a lot of other decks.
I think the comment
Once
thread I saw
those
was
people see that like it won't work in those decks, I think it can be there.
I
Like
don't know. I thought the comment thread I saw was just Gandalf. Like you had to have a Gandalf in the trophy decks. They all had the blue Gandalf, the uncommon one that allows you to play sorcerer's instant speed.
really,
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
That was it was like every time you look at the trophy decks on there, you're gonna see that it's always him in the 4-drop slot because it makes that spell be an instant, which is actually much better.
And a lot of your amass stuff are like little trick, like
exactly. Yeah.
ambushes.
Yeah. He becomes like, and then you see sometimes you'll see the Frodo in there, but it was really just the blue, the red blue Frodo. But it's always
Bilbo.
just Bilbo. Yeah, okay.
Bilbo's sick.
Obviously. Again, I've never seen Lord of the Rings, so I have no idea. There's some hobbit there, some halfling. Are they halflings, hobbits?
Halflings.
They're halflings?
They're hobbits.
They're
hobbits?
hobbits. They call them halflings.
They're all the hobbit, right?
They're the same.
Yeah.
Are Bilbo and Frodo the same person?
No.
Bilbo is like Frodo's
Bilbo's
uncle.
I'm just getting heat, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Gandalf and Dumbledore. Those
There
are
we
the
go.
same.
They're
I
the
thought
same.
so. I knew they were.
Basically, what Gandalf and Saruman? They look the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Do they?
There's like the white one, and then there's the gray one.
Okay.
They're basically the same person.
We
They're
know
both
Lord of the Rings around
Dumbledores.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah, we totally do. Anyways, yeah, the Gandalf is the blue Gandalf is the one like that seems to be the common thread in that 4-drop slot there. And it was just like
My thing about the Gandalf section though, I don't think it's that build aroundy. Because what's the best red 2-drop in the entire format? You're wrong.
Hornberg.
Yes, yes. Which works with Gandalf section.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Like you would play 10 Rallia Hornbergs, right?
Yeah, but you'll never get that. because
Yeah, but like
every red deck wants rallies. Period.
okay, but like you can build around like not actually having real creatures and having sorcery creatures, right? To a certain extent. Rally is good. Even a mass of the orcs, kind of sketchy, but I kind of think it's okay.
That's the mill one.
Yep.
Yeah, you're tripping.
This is so bad.
And then, but what about the Deceive the Messenger? Really strong 1-drop.
It's a very good 1-drop.
Very good 1-drop.
Just
If
like
you-
every other color has a solid 1-drop. That's blue's solid 1-drop.
yeah. And it happens to work with Gandalf Sanction, right?
Sure, like it buffs. Yeah,
You
buffs
could play
it.
like 4 of those, couple of I see the deck in my head.
Like
I see it in
Gandalf
my
Sanction is never going to beat someone that's tempted by the ring and drawing an extra card and looting every turn. It's never going to do it.
I think it will. Because like how are they gonna keep ring bears if you're just like removing everything?
Because half of your pool is in blue, so you're not removing everything.
You're bouncing stuff.
A little bit, yeah. The bounce is super good.
Yeah,
bomb is good.
you're bouncing.
Actually, a
you're putting
lot of
stuff on
this-
top of their deck. You're messing with stuff.
Yeah.
You're countering creatures.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I
Yeah,
understand.
like you're doing control stuff, right?
Right. I get it.
You're slowing the game to a grinding halt.
I don't
And
know
then
about
you just
that. Like most of the
Pound
decks
them
that-
with a Gandalf Sanction.
Yeah.
No,
get
I
it.
don't know about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
I understand the theory.
My first draft of this entire format, I just forced blue black, and then I just had 2 Gandalf Sanctions in it. It was insane.
that
But
sounds way better than blue red.
yeah, I think that's low key the better way to do it. But it's like now we're getting into insane theory
Sure.
crafting.
I mean,
But-
we're already there.
But yeah,
Although the ones that I do see online, they just have like Gandalf's birthday present or whatever the heck it is, the blue
Oh, yeah. Draw a card. The ring.
blue
keeps
draw
you
card
safe.
ring. I mean, it's just like they'll
I
have
think
3
it's
of them in the
good.
deck. They'll have 3 of them in the deck, and it's just part of the deck. You know, you have the rally or whatever. You have like some random amass card, and that's kind of what the deck just does. It's just like I'm going to go through the ring faster than you can because like my ring spells are more efficient than yours, which
Yeah.
are probably true actually. You know, with a 1-drop that just replaces itself on there.
Yeah.
I was looking at blue black on 17 lands. It like looks really hard like in a mass deck though. Like all the best cards are all amass cards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They're
that
all
checks
black cards.
Yeah. out. Black is sick.
Black's good.
They're all like black cards, like supported by like bounces and ring temp shoe. blue
Yeah,
stuff, right?
yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, it's mostly just like March of the Blackgate. It's
Oh, yeah,
higher
March of the
win
Blackgate
rate
is
in
sick.
blue black than red black. when I
Yeah.
saw it, which doesn't make sense to me.
Blue has more mass support, doesn't it? That it's actually playable.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Like red has like a mass make a treasure, which is like whatever. Red has like
Three mana to
Yeah.
make a treasure, and yeah.
what else? What
sketchy.
else does red have? It has like a 5/4 that when it dies you a mass. It
Yeah.
has, I don't know.
It's not the best stuff. I think really you're just going for all the black. It's really just black something. Black X
Yeah.
is where you're wanting to be at quite a bit here.
I agree.
The removal's just so good in black. It's just like
Yeah.
it's the only way to deal with some of these bigger creatures that are 4 or above, or the 5 or above actually
Yeah.
in toughness.
And it's also super good in red. And then you put those together in a set that's like half board. The whole set's like half board.
Yeah.
And people are trying to do degenerate stuff that relies on them having one thing.
Yeah.
And you just kill it and then you win.
If
Like,
I get
it's
these
easy.
2 hobbits together, they're really good. But then you just like, okay, I'll kill your 1 hobbit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There goes everything that I was trying to do.
Yeah, I was gonna have fun.
Lose.
Why are you hurting my fun?
I get to scry 4 times and put 5 counters on things.
my
Nope.
gosh,
no, you
no.
don't.
That
Game's
happened to me
over.
today because I had double trebuchet out,
Yeah.
and I also had the guy that makes all your tokens have a death touch, Gorthrog or something crazy like
He's
that.
good.
So
And he amasses, doesn't he?
yeah, he amasses one.
He
Yeah.
amasses-
Okay, so I got my amass token off that, and then I swing in with my thing, and I get to do the trebuchet thing one time, and then they kill it, and I didn't amass for the rest of the game, and my trebuchets were just
Wow.
1/4
defenders.
defenders
Yeah,
that
you
can't block the never-ending assault in the air that
Yeah,
was
I'd like to see how
slowly
many-
beating me down.
What is it? Orcs? Is that what it triggers on?
Yeah, orcs or goblins.
How many goblins or orcs did you have in your deck? I'm gonna venture to say
He had a bit of a mass.
A lot.
you know a lot.
Yeah,
He had a bit
I
of a
would
mass.
say quite a
He
bit.
didn't have
yeah.
a ton of. I don't think he had a ton of goblins, but he had some amass.
Yeah, yeah. I'll count it up.
5, 6 amass cards, probably something like that.
One.
For 2 trebuchets?
I will say, Rise of the Witch King is absolute ass cheeks. You should never put this card in your deck ever. Who said this was good? Didn't you say that
That's
was
because
good?
it's green black, Roby.
It's
You should
just
only
bad.
be splashing for the green black signposts.
It's just bad.
Seems good.
This is a black signpost.
No, the good green black signposts. I keep wanting to say old Gnawbone, but I know that's not his name.
Oh, man, that guy was.
So I got one.
That was a good guy.
The green black
2.
signpost is insane, though.
Mouth of Sauron's insane. 3. I guess I don't have very much amass. Probably like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
How many trebuchets did you have?
2.
Okay.
How many? Yeah, you probably didn't have hardly any.
Yeah,
goblins.
exactly.
0 goblins.
That'll do it.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
That's all she wrote on that one.
So if we think the set is like Brothers War, do we just play Wizards Rockets in every deck?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Maybe.
This
Do
ain't no
we?
Brothers War. I know some Brothers War.
This
This ain't
seems
no
like
Brothers
it's,
War.
it's very similar.
It's all about having a very like consistent deck, and like that's.
It's all
Wizards
about
Rockets
you
is, like,
win
the
games
one
off
mana-
turn sequence in this format.
I think it's just 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Removal,
Turn
right?
sequence, right?
Yeah, but like that's just like makes your deck smaller, right? Wizard Rocket's
Yeah.
like 1 mana draw a card.
Yeah.
It's an artifact
Colorless
that
draw
potentially
card.
fixes, but you can pay 0 to sack it and draw a card.
You can also just use your Lash of Balrog with it. Right?
I just think it just doesn't have enough. It doesn't have the synergies of like when we were in Brothers War before, when like things actually, when the artifact actually mattered. Like, yes, it kind of replaces itself and it does kind of fix your mana, which is kind of nice because I see a lot of people kind of jamming these legendaries that are like 2-color legendaries on 2.
So the one thing that I think it also works with Improvised Club, right? You can sacrifice it to
It works with a
Improvised
lot.
Club.
There's a lot of sacrifice stuff that it works.
Sacrifice artifacts.
with.
Yeah.
Like, there, like a lot of the black and
In
red
Rakdos?
stuff. Yeah,
In
there
Rakdos?
is.
Yeah.
There
So
is.
probably good in Rakdos.
But
then.
Rakdos doesn't need it because it's very good.
Yeah.
Like Rakdos would rather sack its amass token to just make a new amass token.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm with you though. Like 1 mana artifacts that draw you a card let you kind of cheat your deck, right? And have like
Yeah.
a 36
There
card.
you go.
deck, 37.
Slim fast, as we
Improvised
always
club.
call it. Yeah.
Yeah, Improvised Club is so good that like I just want stuff to sack to my Improvised Club.
Imagine
right?
Improvised Club says draw a card. That'd be insane.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
for 2 mana, deal 4 to the dome.
The green black one is Old Man Willow. I looked it up.
Yep,
It was bugging me.
old Gnawbones.
Yeah,
Yep.
old
Gnaw-
Gnawbones.
Old Gnaw Willow.
What was the one before it? Little Sticky Fingers.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it was Lil.
Yeah, I can find Gnawbone with old stick fingers or whatever. Yeah.
Little Sticky Fingers. What do you guys think about Oath of the Grey Host?
I like it, but
It seems extremely mediocre. To
what does
me.
it do again? Let us know. Read it for us.
So, it is a 4 mana saga, 3 and a black. You and target opponent each create a food token, mid. 2, each opponent loses 3 life, create a treasure token, less mid, but still kind of mid. 3, create 3 1/1 tapped white spirit creature tokens with flying.
Oh, they coming to play tapped?
Yeah,
Hmm.
which sucks.
It sucks, but I mean they're really good. Like
Yeah,
3 flyers
it does make
is
3
insane.
flyers, right?
Like 3 flyers is insane for 4.
Like if it did all that stuff at the same time, it would be absurd.
Yeah, it would be broke.
Gosh,
Like
if I
three
could just-
1-1s, we both get a food and a treasure. Like that's insane.
If I could just read ahead on that saga,
Yeah.
I'd be so for it. Just skip the first, give a treasure or whatever. Was it food token?
Yeah, we
both
need
get a
read
food,
ahead. Yeah.
You and your opponent.
Yeah.
They lose 3, you get a treasure, and then 3 dudes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, it makes spirit tokens, and I got the spirit lord. It's gonna be so good. No, it just wouldn't work.
You thought it was bad?
It didn't really help me. Like I did mulligan into oblivion a lot. Like that's kind of a cope, right? But like I did mulligan into oblivion a lot, and then being behind on cards, like I could never get back into the games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I played it and like I was able to chump block a lethal attack, and then I just died the next turn. like it did
nice.
nothing.
Good,
Got
good,
him.
good.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Showed him.
You have to wait 1 turn to beat Roby.
Yeah. Showed him who's boss. You showed him who can dirtle.
Yeah. Alrighty. So is that our format overview?
I think so. Do you guys have anything to add? I mean,
Give me one common I need to be looking out for.
do you want like the obvious, like clearly best common in the entire
Nope.
set?
Nope, that's
that?
Ralia Hornburg.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Oh,
so
claim
you
the
got-
precious. Claim the
It's
precious.
no.
No, wrong again.
Claim the precious.
Right color, wrong card.
Which one do you think?
The 1/1 bird that amasses 2 is absurd.
Oh.
Absolutely busted for 3.
I think the
I
ring.
guess I didn't think about it. It seems good, but I don't know that that's. I'm gonna look it up.
It's so
I
good.
gotta look.
I
it
think
You
it's
can
the-
look it up, but I don't know if that tells us.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know if it tells
yet.
the
We
full
don't have
story.
full.
I'm curious though.
The data is really weird on this set. This is a very like improvement when drawn, I think, set. I don't think opening hand win rate is that good in this set.
I think it's opening and win
I think
rate.
it's actually opening hand win rate as well. Like we're flipping the tables on
Yeah,
you.
that's
it's
funny.
real weird.
No, I think
The
you
opening
really.
hand win rate stats are real weird right now.
Okay.
It might be because it's like too early, but
I just think this is a 1-drop kind of deal. Like you just need to have a 1-drop and just protect or whatever, however, or give him the ring.
I'm
Like
usually very anti you when you say that, but I think I'm with you this time.
good.
I usually vehemently disagree.
You know, I'm normally just saying it's just a bomb heavy format,
Yeah.
which is
it's not a bomb heavy.
This one is
format.
not.
this one's
Yeah.
definitely not. No, this is just like a corset.
Meat
like
and
just-
potatoes.
This is like a corset disguised with a facade on it. It's wearing a costume. It's like
Yeah.
cosplay. I don't even know.
It's like you could tell they didn't want to put too much power into the modern with the Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
cards. They dialed it back, right?
Yeah, I think the ring tempts you stuff is pretty nice though.
Do you know what the highest opening hand win rate card is?
The
In
bird.
black?
Oh,
Common?
in black, common. You hit me with it.
It's not the bird. The
Okay.
bird's number 2.
Draw a card, lose a life, amass one.
No. The Torment of Golem.
The-
The
when you look
4
at their
mana
hand?
Thoughtseize
Yeah.
No,
amass
that
2.
card's bad. Still don't play it.
It's got a 60% opening.
How many
hand.
games played?
62.
How many games played?
6,350.
Okay,
It's
now
good.
compare that to the bird. How many games played the bird have?
10,000.
Okay.
And it's also got 0.4 opening hand win rate less.
Yeah. So
But-
10,000, like almost double the amount of games.
Not quite double.
Almost, basically double.
Not quite double.
Rounding to double.
Claim the Precious is number 3.
Yeah.
Mordor Muster is number 4.
Which
Opening
one's that
hand
one?
win rate. That's opening hand win rate.
Which one's Mordor or Muster?
The
Draw a card, lose life.
draw a card, lose life.
Yeah, that card's strong.
Okay, but if we go just off of improvement when drawn, Claim the Precious is number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Clement Precious is very good. I like the bird more personally. I like the bird a lot. Single pipped, it's safer. It's very good.
The
Do you see
Alsa is a lot lower, a lot higher, right? So like you're gonna get more birds.
For maybe a few more days.
Yeah, I didn't think how good it was.
So
It
putting on
seems
your
very
like
good. I'm
Nostradamus
convinced.
hat right now, like where do you see the format going? Because obviously it's going to be super aggro right now. And then as people kind of pick up on things like the high win rates of every card, like how many of those cards were black? Like 4 of the top 5.
Were those?
I don't-
Was
that
that-
was just black comments.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I can do all of them.
I thought you did all of them.
You know what I mean? I
all
can,
of them. opening hand win rate?
You want me to tell you the best commons? Is that what you want me to
You
do?
know what the highest opening hand win rate common in
Common
this
is?
set? Yeah.
Is it the birthday one?
No.
What is it?
Rally at Hornburg. Duh.
Okay, yeah, that's very good.
obvious. Yeah.
It's very good. I think the white 3/2 that draws you cards very good. I think
No.
it's not good.
It's it seems good, but it's like nowhere near the top. That's like
what's
way
the
down
top?
there.
Well, hit me with the top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5, Rally at the Hornburg,
Okay.
the Torment of Golem, the 4-mana
That's
Thoughtseize.
false. Like Rally at Hornburg has probably over double,
All
right? The plate of that.
It's still less than the bird. It's 9,796.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Torment's good. Like
Its
it wrecked me
Alza
today.
is
It's good.
aggressively, ridiculously average last seen at 5th pick, which is insane.
The
It's a
Golem
good
one?
card.
No, Rally at the Hornburg.
Yeah, it seems pretty good. You get to choose the best card out of their hand, and you get a 2/2 for
No,
that.
Rally at the Hornburg. The
Oh, I'm sorry.
2/1/1s. Yeah, that should be like top 3.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
saying
yeah,
okay,
for
Yeah, it's
sure.
good.
no.
Like,
Yeah, no, that's good.
that should be in your first 3 picks. Bird, Blackbird, Claim the Precious, Mordor Mustard, Easterling Vanguard of the Dead Marshes,
Yep.
What's the
Bro-
Easterling Vanguard?
the 2/1 that amasses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy's good.
That amasses 1 when it dies.
Okay, so already we're talking like
Red and
4
black cards.
again. 4
Yeah.
out of the 5. Like
Then-
we said, 4 out of the 5.
Then the 1/1 Menace guy, and then Shalab's Ambush.
Yeah.
I literally
okay.
had like just a deck
Yeah.
of these kind of things. It's just like,
Yeah. Red,
variance is a thing.
like I said, play red or play black. And
Yeah.
if you're playing red, you should be playing the rallies.
Yeah. But anyways, so now when the format like kind of settles down and these kind of, do you think that Rakdos still stays on top? This is like wild predictions. We can go back and see what
I don't think it
happens here.
supports more than like 2 people on pause.
Maybe.
I don't think it's good enough because, like, once everyone starts to play it, I don't think the pieces are there for everyone.
This is an
And
AFR.
no, because in AFR, the pieces were there for everyone.
Because it made treasures and you could do it.
yeah, yeah, like,
Adventures of the Forgotten
you
Realm.
can you can make treasures in Rakdos. I do want to throw that out there.
There are
it's
some
just not
treasure
as
makers.
good, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you shouldn't be.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
You can.
you definitely can be. You can play all of the bad 4-mana saga that also makes you a treasure and makes your opponent lose 3 life. Yeah, it doesn't feel like AFR broken.
Yeah. I mean,
AFR broken was like disgusting.
other things can compete with it. In AFR, that was not true. And in AFR, like it supported like 4 drafters.
yeah, genuinely. Like there was like 4 people in a pod.
Yeah.
Should be Rakdos. Probably even more, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. All
So,
right.
I don't know, but it is good. But I think there's other things to do that are good.
Yeah. So like, let's say like 6 weeks from now or something like that, we could revisit the 6 weeks. That'd be a fun challenge.
I think 6 weeks from now,
Yeah.
4 to 5 drafters in every pod should be red or black.
Yeah, but I also think
And I still
I
don't
think
the
people are
green blue
sleeping
decks
on
gonna be
Demir.
winning.
I don't think the green blue decks are going to figure it out yet.
people are sleeping on Demir.
I mean, that's part of red or black, right?
Yeah,
Like, I
but-
mean, as long as you have a red or black, you're okay. So, like, Demir would be fine.
Yeah.
Like, you'd prefer not to pair either of those with green. But,
Yeah,
like, you can.
yeah.
Like, someone won tonight and, like, probably the toughest pod with red green. Like, you can. He had a bunch of rares.
Double Door of Durin.
Which I didn't-
Which is
I don't
so
know.
bad.
Is that good? I didn't-
Hell no, that's not good.
know.
All right, I gotta fact check Door of Durin. Just keep
I-
talking. Just keep
Well, it
talking.
just has, they'll probably have
I
like
need
very
data.
light games played, obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
his deck was sick because he had, like, 8 very good removal spells.
Yeah, of
And, like, you're just going to win a lot of games with that.
course. Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
8 very good removal spells and 2 Door of Durans, which are like unstoppable card advantage engines.
Oh, it was crazy.
It's like one of the only things you can really do that's better than being tempted by the ring twice, right?
yeah, of course. You just get
It is a 56% win rate. It's not bad.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
Yeah,
not
it's just
bad.
good.
consider that it's in red green. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
it's
it's
your
very
best
good.
card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, red green sucks.
So 6 weeks, you're saying that it's going to be, is Rakdos still on top? 6
Um,
weeks?
Nah.
I think so. I think it's very good. I think it's the best 2 colors by a lot. Yeah.
Roby?
I don't think so.
What's on top
What's
in
on
6
top?
weeks?
Yeah, what's on top?
Demir? Okay.
Yeah.
Demir? All right.
What are you saying? Rakdos?
No, I think it's going to be,
Is it?
no, I don't think it is. It never really has a chance. As much as I want it to always have a chance, I don't know. I don't think it does. I think it's going to be Orzhov, actually.
I like Orzhov. I can see
Orzhov
Boros
is-
taking it out too. Like I like
Boros
Orzhov
are-
and Boros.
I like Boros a lot, but I feel like sometimes I don't know. It's going to get a lot of splash hate because you really want it. Like the Lancers are going to be like highly contested.
White's gonna be fairly open though.
I feel like you're going to be able to like sneak in.
The
some
thing
white
about
and just
white,
get some.
the thing about Orzhov is like hard carried by shadow summoning. Like I don't know why you would ever play white in your black decks unless it's like shadow
I
summoning.
trophied without shadow summoning.
Yeah, I think the
Triple.
deck has some legs.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
You just have good black cards.
It's a lot of ring Timshu stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's good about it.
I think it's going to be one of those things where you're going to go into white and then you're going to be able to skim some black, like sort of throughout the draft and just get the most premium black cards with these really decent white cards. And so that's where I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it Orzhov.
I'm
It
seeing
could be
black
top dog.
white as the best deck for ring Timshu, I think.
Oof.
And
I don't
ring
know.
Timshu is very
I
good.
haven't played a lot of that, so I don't really know.
White, so white black is ring Timshu, red white is like the meat and potatoes 1, 2, 3 drop and just wreck face. And then Orzhov is like I can stop you from doing both of those and then still win the game.
Yeah.
Right? And I can 1, 2, 3 just go.
How do you think Demir wins?
Oh, by playing people that are bad. No.
Yeah.
The mirror wins with like premium black removal,
Yeah.
followed by like big amass, right? Like
I think either like Big Amass or like the mill thing is real. I've seen it. I've done it enough times that like
you can cheese people with it, sure.
Yeah.
Like you can hit them for like a big mill. Like I believe that big
Yeah.
one big mill.
yeah, but like the thing is like too like
I don't think it's worth putting in your deck still.
if you're able to like capitalize off of Amass stuff, I think like it's worth it just to play like Surrounded by Orcs.
I just don't.
I
I
don't
just
see
don't.
it.
Like if you're just gonna amass 3, like
Like paying 4 mana to just amass 3 and almost win is not good enough.
Yep.
So the only way it's good is if you win with it.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
And I think it's very hard to do that.
Yeah, I've already done it like a dozen times in this format.
Yeah, but was it good enough to trophy?
No, not
Yeah,
yet. Not yet. I haven't
Yeah.
figured it out yet. I think there is something there.
Like I'm not saying it's not close to good enough to trophy.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you got like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 wins a few
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
But like, and you probably will trophy like eventually with it.
Yeah.
But like I don't think like for consistent.
I don't think that's like the
trophying-
main thing you want to do.
I
right?
think that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a species of that deck, but I don't
that's
think
like
it's
the
gonna
bad
be
version of that.
Yeah, I
but
think
like
it's going to be like an
I think
offshoot
it's
of it.
okay to use that as a backup plan, kind of.
But like,
Like a bad backup plan.
it's such a bad backup plan because either like
Yeah.
it's like very binary, right? Like you put them in your deck and either they win you the game or they do like practically nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, sometimes it just makes a 3/3, right?
Right, but if
Yeah,
it's just
that's
making a
fine.
3/3, like it's bad. Like
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
rather have almost any other card.
Yeah, but a lot of times you'll have like trebuchets. You'll have
Sure.
ways to capitalize off of a mass,
So like okay,
which is what black does best, right?
would you not rather look at their hand, amass 2, and get rid of a card?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't play that card today because I'm
I
bad.
actively try not to play it.
I played Surrounded by Orcs instead.
That
Yeah.
card bodied me. I had the sickest line. I
That card
mulliganed.
bodied me too.
I had
Not today, but
the Rosie out that whenever you make a token,
Yeah.
you get to put a counter on
Yep.
something. I had the 3/3 bird that blinks stuff, and I had Bill the Pony in my hand that makes 2 tokens, and that was the last
Jeez.
card in my hand. And he made me discard it, and I was about to put it in and blink it and get 4 1/1 counters on my bird. And it was going to
think
be
even-
disgusting, and I didn't get to do it.
I think the way it even times out, like on 3, I don't even know if that's good, but on 4, for some reason, it feels good because you're just like everybody's playing things so much right now,
Yeah.
or they're holding that big bomb in their hand. And I think it just like kind of has like a dummy switch on it, where it's like, no, we want you to play it this way.
Yeah.
It's better this way. Trust us. And it really is better that way on 4,
Yeah.
which is surprising to me.
ugh, I haven't played with it much. I'm just like skeptical because like the thing about this format is like, especially like Demir, like your curve looks like dog water.
Yeah, which
looks
is why it's
so
not as
bad.
good.
Like even I've had trouble like even playing like red white. Like you'll see these really strong legendary creatures, and I think a lot of times like you just don't actually want to take them. You just need a 2-drop, right?
Yeah,
Like-
2 drops are important for sure.
Like so I'll end up with like all these super strong 4 and 5 drops and just way too many 4 and 5 drops and no real curve, which is terrible.
We don't need curves around
Yeah.
here.
All right, let's talk some achievements.
Yeah.
All
let's
right.
How's that
do it.
sound?
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tell us
so
about
Roby
it.
had a brainchild that I like.
Bastardized.
That I what?
I was gonna say he
Just
birthed
kidding.
yeah.
Oh, I thought he birthed it into the world.
I adopted and turned into my own, right?
Yeah.
Gave
There you
the
go.
last name of Wilkin.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So Roby said, like, what if we could do achievements for every set to like make people want to draft it more and just it'd be like a fun little thing, right?
IRL
Yeah, like
achievements.
Xbox points.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Like-
So
nice.
I had my brother design a poster and that put a bunch of achievements on that we hung up at the F&M, and yeah, you get achievements for playing F&M, and it's just kind of neat. And it's kind of like a leaderboard because like the first set of achievements is like win F&M with Azorius, Demir, Rakdos, right? So like
Yeah.
the more stickers you have on there, the cooler you are, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then after that, there's like fun achievements that aren't just all revolving around winning F&M.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my favorites from that are Got 'em. That's probably my absolute favorite. Counter a card worth 30, 40, or $50. If you counter a card worth 30, you get a bronze sticker.
Nice.
40, you get a silver sticker. And 50, you get a gold sticker. And the gold stickers are the dope ones.
Nice. Nice.
And you can get a gold sticker in every category. And then there's like another one that Andrew did to him today
Yeah.
called, let's see, what is it called?
Straight bodied. No, I'm just kidding.
I can't find it. Can't find it.
Yeah.
That one.
The Art of War.
The Art of War, of course.
Win a game without any creature dying the combat damage that you control.
That definitely happened
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
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 That one got 2 stickers tonight.
Very good. Very good.
So that was surprising.
Very easy to do on mulligans.
Yeah. There's also one that if you win with a mulligan,
Oh,
you
very
get
good.
cards. If you mulligan to 5, 4, or 3, you get bronze. Silver,
Very
gold.
good.
Gold.
3 is like impossible, right?
Impossible. I don't
I
understand
really wanted there to be a lot of like a couple like really, really hard ones to do.
that. Stretch goal.
I think some of mine got cut out because they were just like too ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of ended up being like in a race against the clock type thing, so I could get the poster
Yeah,
printed.
yeah.
I didn't have quite enough time to like consult with you guys and make sure. you
Yeah,
achieved
no,
what you
you're
wanted.
good.
One of my favorite names is RKO, and that's win a game by dealing at least 20 damage in a turn.
Oh my gosh, that's from out of nowhere.
Yeah, from out of nowhere.
So what's our most controversial one, Ryan? There's one that me and Andrew get $10 at the end of the set
You get
if
5
no
each.
one does it.
You get 5 each.
No one does it.
Yeah, this is a
Because I think it's
post
impossible.
The picture of this
Literally
on
impossible.
Arena because I want to see it. If anyone can amass 30,
No way. No way.
if you can amass 30, you save me $10, and I really appreciate it. It's a set specific one, so like the
Ryan
ones
will
that we
send you $10 if you can amass 30.
Yeah, it has to be in a draft, and it has to be 17 lands. You have to be using the 17 lands app so you can verify.
Oh, very good. Very good.
But I think it can be done.
No.
Just play the Mouth of Sauron and blink it. That's a mass 30. Easy. Done.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, have 15 instant and sorceries in your graveyard.
That also a mass. Right? Splash white for the blink.
Terrible. Never gonna happen. Genuinely, I did get to 17 the other
Already.
day, though.
Already.
But that's
17.
crazy. I was playing so
You're
many.
basically
surround
there.
boards.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you're
you're
basically.
already over halfway there in less than
That's
in
17.
4 days.
That 17 killed
3
them
days?
though. Like I don't think you could do it with surrounded by orcs because you kill them too fast.
Yeah, you can't. You have to.
You have to play
30.
Mouth of Sauron.
There's other ways.
because like
The March of the Black Gate, a couple of those going. There's some rares. There's lots
there's
of ways.
no way. The thing about that and over like because Ryan was like, you could get 30 food tokens. I'm like, yeah, you probably can. Because nobody's ever
Yeah.
just gonna play one card that kills 30 food tokens. That kills 29 food tokens.
Yeah.
Right? Like you get to 29 and
If
they
there was
just
a card
kill
that
it.
Did that, Andrew would say bomb 10 out of 10.
I would.
Especially if it made a 2/2 bear after.
Oh
Oh
man.
my gosh. Yeah. That was Andrew's most wild pick of all time.
Oh man.
What was that card even called?
That's a good throwback.
I
Who
don't
knows?
know.
I only ever saw it played one time.
It wasn't from Andrew, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's some individual card achievements that we're going to put in the Discord that you can just like react to if you get and post your picks if you want.
Perfect.
And then we'll do some set ones. When we get those made up, we'll post those on the Discord too. And if you guys are not here where we are and you want the poster for your LGS to hang up, hit us up and we'll just send it to you for like, won't mail it to you, but we'll send you like a printable copy that you can print.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Ooh,
Is that all we got?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Catch you boys on the flippy flop.
Bye.
Bye.